What's up, LA Kings fans? The Bat Fry, Kenny Fry here with your Silver and Black Lair LA Kings podcast. I hope everybody's doing well. The night before Thanksgiving. Hooray! We all love Thanksgiving, right? Tonight in LA, the Kings will be taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Hockey Fights Cancer Night. That's always important, very important. Everybody's been affected by that. So yeah, I just think that's important to put out there. I guess, you know, getting checked early, getting screened early is always important. So be sure you do that uh, and support each other and, all that good stuff, because like I said, everybody's been affected by cancer one way or another, whether it's you personally or a family member or what have you, or coworker. Everybody knows somebody that's had that or lost somebody that has had cancer. And yeah, so it's a good night in hockey when they do stuff like that and raise awareness and whatnot. So real quick before we talk a little bit about tonight's game, I know it's just getting ready. They're getting ready to drop the puck there in LA for the Kings and Jets. So I just want to go through this here real quick. So looking back at this past week for the Kings, they lost to the Sabres, 1-0. Really good. It was actually a really good game for a 1-0 game. It might sound boring to maybe like a non-hockey fan, but all hockey fans, when it's a 1-0 game, it's very exciting because you get a lot of, especially in the third period, there's a lot of pressure. A lot of forcing things and push, 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 push. Just it's a lot of tension. It's a lot of fun to watch. Every shift matters. So looking back at that game real quick, no goals in the first period for either team, no goals in the second period for either team. The Kings started off in the first a little bit sluggish, which has been happening a lot. It seems like they've been getting outshot a lot in the first period. I don't have stats on hand to back that up, but that's just a feeling. It just feels like whenever I watch a Kings game, they're being outshot like 10-2, 10-4 in the first period, or even like an 8-6. But the first 12, 13 minutes, there are no shots. It's just completely on our heels on defense, and Riddick's making huge saves, or Kemper before he got hurt was making huge saves. But then they come out in the second period, and it's like a different team. It's like they woke up during the first period eventually, and they go out there and play like the Kings that we know they can play, how they can play. So they go into the third period after a pretty good second period from the Kings for both teams actually. The feel out process in the first. They go to the second period, a really good period. 38 seconds into the third period. Unfortunately, though, the Buffalo Sabres score. Jason Zucker, his fourth goal of the season. It was a power play goal, which is a bummer. Our PK has been pretty good as of late, so it was a bummer it came on a power play. But the Kings, they had their chances. They had 5 power play opportunities. Kudos to Buffalo killing all 5 of those, and the Kings, I think, had one decent out of those 5 where they really set it up. They were able to move it around and had some decent looks. But the other 4, from what I remember, in my opinion, just were not good at all. We're not good at all. Never got any kind of flow or any decent looks or anything like that. It was just completely try to move it, try to force it, and knocked away. And give Buffalo credit. I mean, like when they were on the power play, they seem to be in really good control. They're pressing, getting shots off, moving the puck very, very quickly, and they looked good. They did look good, much better than the first time the Kings and Sabres played each other a few weeks ago. So looking at those stats here real quick, Riddick, pretty good game. Stopped 18 of 19 shots at a 947 save percentage. Look at the shots. Kings outshot Buffalo 23-19. Hits were 19 apiece. Faceoffs 1 go to the Kings 34-23. Power play, the Buffalo Sabres were 1 for 3 and Kings were 0 for 5. And block shots, it was Buffalo 18 block shots to the Kings 14 block shots. And so that was, once again, the power play haunts us. Such a struggle, absolutely such a struggle. And that's been a reoccurring theme night after night. So moving ahead, a couple days later, Kings beat the Kraken 2-1. Again, first period, no goals. And that's another thing that seems to be a reoccurring theme. A lot of our games, not every game, as I'll talk about the Sharks game coming up here. Not every game, but a lot of our games, nothing in the first period. It seems like we come out either a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish, or just on our heels. The team starts out faster than us. I don't know what it is, but I think that's something we need to do better. Come out and set the tone early instead of waiting until the second period. So we go to the second period. Kempe scores his 10th of the season, assisted by Turcotte, Anze Kopa, and Anze Kopitar. That made it 1-0 LA. Beautiful pass from Turcotte and Kopitar. Or no, Kempe put it away. A beautiful shot there by Kempe as well. If I remember correctly, it's like a sharp angles type shot. Quentin Byfield scored on a power play. Finally, a power play goal. It was his third goal of the season. So Byfield, getting off the schneid here in his 200th professional game. Kevin Fiala he got the primary assist on that, and Anze Kopitar secondary assist. The one thing about that power play we haven't seen a whole lot of at all. One, because the Kings don't seem to get a whole lot of penalties. They're not on the power play a whole lot for whatever reason, and but they were able to set it up and they were able to move it around, and did a great job. I thought a really, really good job moving that puck around. And Fiala, everybody's watching Fiala. You hear it a lot when you watch a broadcast on TV, especially the LA Kings broadcast. You talk about, they'll be looking for Fiala. They'll be looking for Fiala. He's up there sniping and looking for that one-timer, great one-timer shot Fiala is. He gets it on net usually. So, you hear that, and the other team has to be thinking that as well. Fiala is the key there, and I think that's the 5-forward power play that they've been using recently with Byfield, Fiala, Kopitar, Laferriere, and who was the other one? Was it Denault? I feel like no, it wasn't. Philly D was on the second one. I can't remember who the fifth player was, but anyway. But a great job moving around. Fiala gets it there up the top. I guess is probably around the top of the face-off circle, probably in between, and almost a no-look pass. He's staring the goal down, and shoots it off to Byfield down low. Byfield down from one knee, one times it right up over the left shoulder of the goalie. Great job, great shot by Byfield, and that's how the power play should look. And hoping for that, hoping that continues. That maybe they figured something out with that. Got a couple comments here. Eileen checking in. What's up, Eileen? It's a treat. Late night Kenny Fry on Hump Day. Yep. I was supposed to go this afternoon. I thought it was this morning. I was already this morning. I checked and it was for the Bat Cave, and it was this afternoon. And I forgot the kids got off early, and that kind of just messed everything. Threw my schedule into a loop there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to do that Bat Cave another day. And I do have the silver and black Lair tonight to do that before the Kings and Jets kick off here. They're getting ready to drop the puck now. Looks like the Jets won the face off there. But yeah, it's Hump Day. It's still Hump Day. Hump Day. You know what day it is. Thanks, Eileen. You're looking good as well. Happy Thanksgiving. Rob, the mayor of Las Vegas. Rob Hefner checking in. What's up, Rob? Happy Thanksgiving to you and Celeste. So yeah, that's Quentin Byfield's 200th game in the NHL. Congratulations to him scoring the goal. He's been in a little bit of a drought there. There's quite a few Kings in scoring droughts. We need to get out of here, or it's going to be a whole lot of low scoring games, and it's those kind of games can go either way. I mean, obviously high scoring games as well, but we want to be the team putting the goals up instead of the constantly fighting back. But like I said, great job moving the puck around. The one thing that was kind of disappointing, we had a couple opportunities with 2-on-1s, and I think even there was a 2-on-0, a 2-on-0 chance, and couldn't capitalize on it. Yeah, and it did. They looked ugly. They looked very ugly, and it just didn't. We didn't look comfortable in those opportunities. A 2-on, those should be, especially the 2-on-0. There should be an easy goal. And it just didn't happen. Like I said, 2-on-1s, you don't see that often, and just could not capitalize. And another thing from this game, Jacob Moverar, I gotta give him his props. I thought he looked fantastic on defense and that contributing on the offensive side. He's more of a defensive player. You don't hear a whole lot about his offensive prowess, and he did a good job. He fired off a couple really nice shots just to put the puck on net, see if he can get a rebound or see if he can get a deflection, and they're solid shots. So good job by Moverar, and great job back on the back half on D. Uh, Looking at the stats of the game, David Riddick stopped 19 to 20 shots, a 950 save percentage. Shots on goal, LA 21, Seattle 20. Hits 24 apiece. Faceoffs won by LA 24-21. Power play, good job by the penalty kill. Seattle was 0 for 3, and the Kings were 1 for 1. Block shots were 15 apiece as well. So we'll move on to the game from the other night. The Kings were throttled by the Sharks 7-2. Looks like we have a penalty here. Looks like is it a slash on the Jets? I think it looks like a slash on the Jets. Yeah. Namastrinov goes to the sin bin there. Hey, there it is, a power play goal. How about that? Who got that? Was that Kopi? That's only a couple seconds in. Yeah, Kopitar looks like he's leading the line. So Kopitar gets the power play goal as the Kings kick it off here almost 2 minutes into the game with the 1-0 lead. Off the face-off from up top. Oh, the deflection. Beautiful deflection by Kopi. Who's that up top? Is that Kempe? It looked like Kempe from the high slot off the left side. Shot it. A beautiful deflection by Kopitar. Goes upper corner. Top shelf, as it were. All right, there we go. Kings on the board. That's what I like to see. Jets win the face-off. Now we're back to even strength here. The Jets on a forecheck. Great board work by the Kings. Jets able to keep it in on the forecheck. All right. Anyway, going back to this Kings Sharks game. We gassed out. It looked like we gassed out. To be 100% honest with you, it looked like the Kings gassed out. There was no energy in the third period. We'll get that into a second. Sharks were able to kick off the scoring in the first. The Kings looked good in the first. The Kings, I thought, looked very good in the first, but came away empty-handed again. Just struggle putting the biscuit in the basket in the first. And here we are, first period of this game. Getting off the schneid with the first goal of the game. And Andrei Kopitar with the power play goal. If you're just joining me or happen to be flipping through your YouTube, whatever the hell that means. I like my little guy. I hate YouTube so much, and I'm telling you, I appreciate the views on YouTube that I get. Very little views that I do get on YouTube. Most of my views come off X. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my views, any platform. But my little guy sits on YouTube and it just flipping, and you have is watching Mr. Beast and what the hell's the what the is it Unbreakable, or I don't know what the hell the other one is. I don't know. Just so many different and other gamers playing like Roblox or whatever the hell it is, and just the weird ass voices they're using and the constant yelling. It's like, Jesus Christ, can't the kid watch something normal like Beavis and Butthead or Ren and Stimpy, for crying out loud, like I did. For shout out to those who remember Ren and Stimpy, right? We're getting old. All right, so back to this game. So Kings down 1-0 after one. Like, again, a great first period by the Kings. Just couldn't put the biscuit in the basket. Going to the second period there, that changes for the Kings. Brand Clark scores for the Kings. His third goal of the season, assisted by Kempe and Kopi. I made it 1-1. Kopitar scores his sixth of the season, assisted by Kempe and Warren Fogle. Made it 2-1 LA. That was a great goal by Kopitar. The Kings were able to get in front of the net. They're attacking the net, rushing the net, which is great to see. And I don't know how many whacks they had at it, but Kopitar, I think it was Kempe, had a whole bunch of whacks at it, and Kopitar was able to put it in. coming from behind the net. So I made it 2-1. Unfortunately, Sharks did answer. Fabian Zetterlund scored his ninth of the season, made it 2-2. So it was 2-2 going into the third, and the Kings have played very well in the third period for most of this season, except for that night. That night, just it fell apart. It was shit. Macklin Celebrini, the first round pick by the Sharks, their future right there, future star. I would to be 100% honest with you, he looks awesome. So Sharks got a good one there. He scores his fifth of the season, made it 3-2 San Jose. It was, it's really really early in the period, and if I remember correctly, this was just a long shot, and I don't know what exactly happened. Why Riddick didn't save that one. It was looked like one that should have been saved. It's either he didn't see it right, or I don't know. I just don't know what happened. It was it was just a super quick shot. It was a no look shot. He was looking because I think it was it a 2-on-1 rush, or they were on a rush that was a little bit ahead of the Kings defense, and he was looking to pass right. He's staring off to the right to kind of to bait Riddick to kind of not to for not let Riddick cheat to his side, to kind of like have Riddick stay true to protect both sides of the net, and then all of a sudden looks at Riddick again and shoots it right away, really quick wrister, and it was a great shot by Celebrini. That made it 3-2 Sharks. Then not long after that, uh, and again, I hear this name. I don't. It's just it's hilarious to say, and looking at it, it's hilarious to look at. Little Jigrin. I can't say it. It's just like it sounds like a little rapper. It sounds like a rapper name. Little Jigrin. Uh, he scores his second of the season and made a 4-2. Celebrini again. He scores his sixth of the season as a power play goal, made a 5-2, and the wheels are just coming off now. Alex Weinberg scores his sixth of the season, a power play goal, made it 6-2. Then Luke Kunin finishes the scoring off with his fifth of the season, made it 7-2 Sharks, and one of the team that's at the bottom in the basement of the West, or at least the Pacific Division anyway. And it was just a very very bad look, very bad loss for the Kings. And it seems like, to be honest with you, they kind of gave up there at the end after they were down 5-2, especially that last goal they gave up to Luke Kunin. It was was it the Sharks on a rush or something like that? But it just looked like Edmonton gave up on it, kind of like a half-assed, turn and kind of put a stick out there to kind of block a lane a little bit. But it was just nice attempt by the Kings on a deflection there. I don't know who that was. But anyway, going back to it here. And it looks like they gave up there at the end. It looked like they gave up. And I mean, the difference between 5-2 and 7-2, whatever, that's just optics. It's no big deal. A loss is a loss, whether it's by one or by five. But still, it just wasn't a good look. So looking at stats, Riddick was stopped 14 of 21, which that'll ruin the save percentage. 667 save percentage. He was over 9. He was at 901 before that game, and he finished that game in the 880s somewhere. I'll go over that in a minute. Shots on goal, the Kings led the shots 24-21. Hits, San Jose won that 20-18. Face-offs go to the Kings again, 33-27. Power plays, Kings were 0 for 2. Sharks were 2 for 6. That's too many penalties to be given them, too many chances. And block shots, 6 by LA and 16 by the Sharks. The Sharks just looked more energized. They looked more hungrier. Sharks, hungry guy, get it. But the Sharks looked hungrier. They absolutely did. And got to get it out of there. Right now, Winnipeg's in the offensive zone, moving the puck around pretty decently, and the Kings are chasing. Not able to clear it yet. There we go. Oh, I thought we got it out. Yeah, we got it back. Able to clear it. Oh, we got an advantage. Oh, I don't know who it was. It's on my cell phone. I can't see who the hell's who right now. Can't see numbers or anything. Even with the spectacles on. But yeah, we couldn't match the Sharks' energy. They were just they're like I said, hungrier. They basically, that's what it came down to. They wanted it more. They're showing a difference maker for the Kings. 18-4 this season, first in point percentage, first in goals per game, all that, first power play. Jets, playing awesome so far. So yeah, the Kings look very defeated, and pretty much had to have a come to Jesus meeting. I think after that, to be honest with you, kind of look at themselves in the mirror long and hard. And the one good thing about Jim Hiller, I know a lot of fans are, down on Hiller, ever since he's been hired. But I like it, and I said this before. I like it that he's not afraid to switch things up, to try different things, to kind of help guys break out that might be struggling. And he did it again. I'll talk about that in a second here. But looking at team stats right now, leading the way, Anze Kopitar, not counting tonight's goal, but he has 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points. He leads the team in assists and points, plus minus of +8. And he's also a face-off win percentage of 56.9. Kings battling the offensive zone. Looks like you got Denault, Turcotte. Good back check by the Kings, pushing it up. Again. Flung it up. And back up to neutral ice. All right. Anyway, it's Kempe, 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points, 9 +9. He leads the team in goals. Laferriere, 9 goals, 6 assists, 15 points, +5. The thing about Laferriere, Laffy, off to a great start this season, but hasn't had a point in the last. Great shot. Who was that? Brant Clark. Clark with the puck again, gets it across ice. Nice shot by Fiala. Just get the puck on net, man. All right. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. Laferriere hasn't had a point in the last 6 games, and he's slowed down considerably in the scoring categories here. So we'll see if the shakeup in tonight's setups will do anything for him. Brant Clark, 3 goals, 11 assists, 14 points. He's at a +3. Trevor Moore, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. He's at a -2, a -2. Trevor Moore, he had I think it was a 6 or 8. I think he had an 8-game point streak going. It was snapped against the Sharks. No, it was snapped against Buffalo. It was snapped against Buffalo. Kevin Fiala, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. He's at a -9. That's one guy who needs to get his act together. Needs to get it going here. He's been stagnant. Warren Fogle, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. He's at a +7. I think Warren Fogle has been awesome this season so far. Barring last game against the Sharks, I thought that his game against the Sharks, I feel like was his worst game of the season. I think he took 2 penalties. Definitely 1 penalty, I remember. It was just a bad penalty, and kind of put the Kings in a tough spot. I think the Kings killed that penalty, but it was just a bad penalty to take, if I remember correctly. And it just, you just didn't hear his name a whole lot. Usually, if you're watching, you hear a lot of Warren Fogle. Just didn't hear from him a lot that game against the Sharks. Philly Denault, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points. He's at a -1. And Quentin Byfield, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. He's at a -3. Philip Denault has been playing well. I'd like to see him get more goals in. Obviously, I like to see all these guys get more goals in. Quentin Byfield, hopefully that goal against Seattle against the Kraken, hopefully that kind of starts to turn things around for him, and leads to more positives than negatives for him. He's been scrutinized a good bit recently because of his lack of production. So look at the standings here in the Pacific Division. Vegas leads the Pacific Division, 14 wins, 6 losses, 2 overtime losses. They're at 30 points. Calgary in second place, 12 wins, 7 losses, 3 overtime losses, 27 points. Vancouver jumped ahead of LA, even though they have the same amount of points, but they have less games to play. Or they played less games. They're 11-6-3 with 25 points. The Kings are 11-8-3 with 25 points. Then you have Edmonton, Behind those guys, they're in sixth, 11-9-2, 24 points. Then Seattle, 11-10-1 with 23 points. Anaheim, 8-9-3, 19 points. And San Jose, 7-12-5, 19 points. You look at these teams and okay, Anaheim's, San Jose, they're not gimmies anymore. Though those teams are getting better. The 7-12-5 record, I don't think indicates how much improved San Jose is, at least compared to last year, and even from the beginning of the season. From the first time the Kings played against them, it's 2 losses in a row to San Jose, and they're improving. They're improving, and they're younger players, younger stars are getting better, and we'll see if they continue to grow or not. And Anaheim, the hated rivals of the LA Kings there, the Anaheim Ducks. They're lurking around 500 there. They're pushing it, and they're playing better hockey as well. Stats wise, also for the goalies, Riddick 7-6-0, 2.65 goals against, an 8.83 save percentage. Like I said, it was at 901 save percentage until that Sharks game. Now it dropped down to 8.83. And Darcy Kemper, who was started skating, I think it was today, so he may be back pretty soon. He's sitting at 4-2-3, 2.66 goals against, a 903 save percentage. Kings on a rush, trying to knock it around the boards. Got a little bit of a scrum there against the boards. 2 Kings and 2 Jets. Kings come out with it. Shot on net. I wish I could see these freaking numbers. Mikey Anderson puts it back in. Oh, that's a cross check. There's a penalty. What was that? Oh, now he got knocked down. Are we going to have a fight? Tanner Jeannot took a shot at him. I don't know who it was, but it looked like Byfield got cross-checking the lower back, and he was down for a little bit. Now he's chest bumping. I don't know who that is. Number 13 for the Jets. Gabe Vilardi. Good old Gabe Vilardi. There's an LA King. Former LA King was just traded last season in the Pierre-Luc Dubois trade. And now we have, so instead of us going on the power play, they're probably going to be even. You're going to have the cross-check on the Jets. You'll probably have roughing by Tanner Jeannot. Jeannot's barking at whoever did the cross-check. I don't know who it was. Ooh. That cross-check was freaking ridiculous. But anyway, getting back to this, looking at tonight's game against the Jets, best team in the league. 18-4, 36 points. A plus 37 goal differential. Where the Kings, I think, are plus 3 or plus 4, something like that. Some team stats for the Kings. Goals for, they're 15th overall in the league at 65. Goals against, 16th with 63. Goals for per game, 17th, 2.95. Goals against, 12th, 2.86. Power play percentage, which is god awful. They're sitting at 28th at 15.2%. Penalty kill, 14th with 79.5%. Shots per game, they're 19th, 28.5. Shots against per game, according to NHL.com, they're first at 24.5. And faceoffs won, 12th, 51.8%. Doing a pretty decent job there. So some key players tonight for the Jets to watch out. Their leading scorer, Kyle Connor, 13 goals, 14 assists. He's also their leading power play goal guy. 33.9% leading the league in power play, which is insane. Or more than double than what the Kings are in power play percentage. So kudos to them there. Gabe Vilardi, 8 goals, 8 assists. He's up on the top line. Yeah, I still can't see. He's number 2 on the cross check. Man, that's scary. He almost put his head right into it. Man, Kings would have been on a power play. They're still barking at each other in the box. All right, but anyway, back to this. I gave Lardy 8 goals, 8 assists. He's on a top line right now, doing a good job for the Jets since going there from the Kings. It looks like the Jets won that trade easily. Alex Iafallo, again, another former King, 4 goals and 4 assists. He's on the fourth line, manning their fourth line. I think I don't know if he's centering it, but I know he's definitely on the fourth line. Mark Scheifele, he's their big guy, especially from last season. He was their main scorer, if I remember correctly, from last season. Shot on goal there for the Jets. Nice save by Riddick. It goes out of play. Connor Hellebuck, their goalie, outstanding goalie. He leads the league in goals against, 2.06, the lowest goals against, and the highest save percentage, 929 save percentage. He also leads the league in shutouts with 3. No shutout for him tonight as the Kings scored there early on in the first 2 minutes of the first period. Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't see. It's hard to see the numbers. I can't tell who's out there. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to put it on my laptop and watch it. But I'm trying, and it's actually a lot of fun. I just wish I could see it a little bit better. The Kings are in the offensive zone. Nice shot by Kempe. Kings keep it in the zone. Mikey Anderson whiffs. Like Kempe, is that Kempe kept it in? Kings moving around pretty nice. Mikey Anderson back to the high slot. Mikey Anderson around the boards. Kopi's fighting for it now. Kings keep control. There we go. Get a 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds yet. Nice shovel back to Gavrikov. Gavrikov shoots. Nice save by Hellebuck. Jets on a rush. They're in neutral zone right now. The Kings get it back. They're going to go for a change. They settle it. Philly D has it. Recircles. Set it up. Some pressure from the Jets. Behind the net, Fiala comes up with it. Gets it in the offensive zone. Jets regain control. But yeah, we need to get the Kings definitely need to get Fiala going here. I don't know what else they can do, but he's such a big scorer, and when he's rolling, when he's playing well, he's nearly unstoppable. We seen it last season when the Kings were going through a really rough patch. The one bright spot it seemed like was Kevin Fiala. Just not taking stupid penalties, not making those dumb passes that he makes, and just scoring and setting guys up for goals. Some pretty good shots there by the Kings behind the Jets net right now, battling it. Who's that? Is that Janot now out of the box? Dumped out. Over R. Oh, got picked. Rick was able to get it out of the zone, though. I don't know who that was. That was with Moverar. If that was Jordan Spence or not. There we go. Who was that? That was Turcotte. It looked like he had a chance, but then lost the puck. Jets regain it. So the one thing tonight going into tonight's game, I was talking about earlier, the one thing I like is Jim Hiller, his willingness to change things up. And he really shuffled the lines again. Your top line, which is normally Turcotte, Kopitar, Kempe, they moved Warren Fogle up to the top spot. Like I said, he's been a mover and a shaker. He's done a great job so far this season. Nice save by Riddick. He's done a great job so far this season. Warren Fogle, I think, getting some really nice passes, putting some guys in some pretty good positions, and also working in front of the net. He does a really good job working in front of the net, and either working as a screen or looking for tips, and just getting in the way, basically. Occupying space, and he's one of those guys not afraid to rush the net. Your second line looks like it's going to be Trevor Moore, Quentin Byfield, and Tanner Janot, which that's also a changeup. Usually it's Byfield. Usually it's Byfield, um, Leferrier and Janot, and usually it's more Denault and Fiala. But you have the third line, you have Fiala, Hellenius, and Leferrier. So Hellenius, he bumps up to the third line with those guys. And it looks like your fourth line might be Turcotte, Denault, and Trevor Lewis. And that's also a change. So each line is shuffled around, moved around a little bit. And your defensive pairings were to start the game: Mikey Anderson, Vladislav Gavrikov, Joel Edmondson, Brant Clark, Jacob Overar, and Jordan Spence. And Spence again, he's another Jekyll and Hyde defensive player. Just one game he looks awesome. Last year he a breakout season for him as a rookie. Played very very well. So far this season, just like Jekyll and Hyde, he'll have a good game. He'll have two bad games. He'll have a good game, bad game, two good games, a bad game. He's been benched once or twice already this season. So it's you just don't know what you're gonna get from Jordan Spence. Like I said earlier, talking about this game going on right now, 1-0 Kings there in the first, off of a Kopitar power play goal. The turnover by Spence right in front of our net. It was two Kings defensemen back and one Jet, and the Jet stole it from Spence. I don't feel, from my opinion, it wasn't a bad pass by Moverar. It looked like Spence had the puck, started skating away and just got his pocket picked. So, all right. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover. I got my notes here for the back case. So no, that's all I have to cover for hockey. They're showing a replay. Ooh. Showing a replay of the great shot by Kempe. It looked like it hit Hellebuck in the neck. It definitely hit him up by the face area. Off the shoulder, maybe. That was close. It was a great shot by Kempe. It was a wobbler. Kings win the faceoff. They get it in the offensive zone. Ooh. Fogle comes around. We're in neutral zone right now. Kings with control. Get it up into the O zone. Jets come back down. Fogle with the puck. Leaves it back for Mikey Anderson. Oh, take the shot, Mikey Anderson. Take the shot! Kopitar flings it around the boards for Fogle. Tied up now. Jets have no. It's around the boards again. Looks like Philip Denault. Is that who that is? Is that Philly D out there yet? Yeah, there's Philly D. There's Fiala. Mike Anderson's shot was blocked. Jets with control in their defensive zone. Pass up to the offensive zone. Still in the offensive zone. Kings now with control in the neutral zone. Bringing it up in the O zone. Shot wide. Edmondson keeps it in. Turcotte battles around the back. Jets with control up into the neutral zone. Whistle's blown for something. I don't think the puck went out of play, did it? I don't know. So far in this first period, Kings have 14 shots, the Jets 3. Kings kind of controlling the pace here. Looking very good, looking very aggressive, which is another thing that they have not been. They have not been very aggressive. And I think that shows in their shots on goal. In those the last week, the last 3 games that I talked about, their shots on goal in the low 20s, where you look at last season, usually they're in the high 20s, low 30s for the most part. And I think the one changeup it's taken a little bit of time for them to get used to is last year going from the 1-3-1 to this year's the 1-2-2. A different setup, different defensive setup. So you're gonna have a different defensive setup. You're gonna have a different offensive setup. So everything that again, it's a work in progress. I think so. You have to give it some time, and hopefully it's not too much more time. I don't. I feel like the Kings are going to be a playoff team. They're definitely going to be in the running, but what they do in the playoffs is going to hedge on what they do the rest of this season. Are they able to Another King playing tonight, Rasmus Kuparis. They're showing the Kings on the screen that were um, Kings back in 2022 before 2022-2023 season before they were traded before the 23-24 season, and where they're at in the 24-25 season here. But anyway, what they do with the rest of the season, do they make any moves at the trade deadline? Do they do any moves on the roster? Bring anybody else up? I don't know about if Foggy Mo, if he's ready yet, Samuel Foggy Mo, or what? Do they bring Andre Lee back up? You have Arthur Kaliev, who's getting close to coming back. What do they do with him? Who do they move? I think me personally, we're looking for some more scoring punch, more of a punch of scoring. Kaliev's a scorer. Do we put him into the starting rotation right away? And if so, pile up in front of the Kings net. Looks like Riddick was able to ice it. What do they? Who do they drop? Who takes a step back either as a healthy scratch or they go back down to I don't know who has options and whatnot to go back down to Ontario, but who's it going to be? My personal opinion uh, is Trevor Lewis. I think the future starts now. And you look at you say the future is now, and he's almost been a King for almost his whole career. He had a short stint there in Calgary and had a short stint in where else was it? It was Calgary and shit. I don't remember. I don't think it was Phoenix. I don't remember. But I don't think it was Winnipeg. I feel like it was another Canadian team. It doesn't matter. But but he won 2 cups with the Kings, and back with the Kings down to the last 2 seasons. But he's up there in age. I thought he was going to retire after last season, and he didn't. The Kings brought him back. I didn't think the Kings were going to bring him back if he didn't retire. There was a lot of speculation that he'd go play for a Utah Hockey Club, as he's a Utah native. It would have made sense. But either the opportunity wasn't there, or the Kings offered him, and he wanted to finish his career here in LA. But what do you do? I mean, you look at you want to get younger, a little bit more exciting, and he doesn't offer a whole lot in the way of offense. Pretty good defender. But he's not the strongest skater anymore, and just reflexes. It's stuff that happens as you get older. And like again, Anze Kopitar, been around the league, just as long as him, but Anze Kopitar is producing at a high level still. So, do you drop Trevor Lewis, for Arthur Kaliev, or is it Nikhil Thomas, who you want to see up there and you want to see getting better? You have Samuel Hellenius, who I really like in the starting lineup. Another young guy, another rookie, getting a shot here. And again, I thought he's when he's out there, I feel like he's a presence, physically, and it seems like he gets in the mix pretty well on the offensive side of the puck as well. Kings on the defense right now. Jets behind the net. Kings do not do very well there. I've seen so many times guys coming from behind the net just wrapping it around and either getting a shot off or waiting for a pass or getting a pass off from back there. It's just too easy. The Gretzky zone. That's where Wayne Gretzky was. That was his bread and butter, especially when he was with the Kings later in his career. My wife thought that Wayne Gretzky played for the Flyers. I was talking to her this morning about it, and her coworker asked how I became a Kings fan and whatnot. And I said Wayne Gretzky, and she goes, "I thought he played for the Flyers." I said, "No, he did not play for the Flyers." I said Eric Lindros, maybe that's what she's thinking of around that same time. I said, but Wayne Gretzky was an Oiler, King, Ranger, Seattle, or St. Louis Blue. I think that was it. I don't think he played anywhere else. I think he finished up with the Blues. Just about 1 minute to go here in the first. Like I said, Kings up 1-0 on an early power play goal by Anze Kopitar. Turcotte with the puck, pushing to the offensive zone, gets it out to Fiala. Neutral zone here. Kings regain puck in the neutral zone. They get it up into the offensive zone. Jets get the puck back up to the neutral zone. Kings got the puck back in the defensive zone. They do a lot better on the radio with hockey play-by-play than I do because they have stories to go with it and they know everybody's name out there because I cannot see the Jets. I don't know the Jets numbers and the names that go with it. The Kings, I can pretty much, if I can get their number, I can get who is out there. It's a nice shot by Mikey Anderson. Pretty far out though. We want to get closer to the net and take those shots. Guys in front. Jets behind the net right now. 10 seconds left. Is that a penalty? Hope not. Like a trip behind the net. Kings regain the possession. They should pass it up. Who is that? I can't see the number. Oh, what happened there? Who was that? Was it Tanner Janot? Tanner Janot with I think it was Tanner Janot with the pass to the center of the ice. He had somebody wide open. I think it was Tanner Janot. I don't know. I think it was. I think it was 14. I think it was Laferriere passed it to Janot in the middle of the ice. That's the end of the first period. So, all right, I'm gonna hop off. Finish this up here real quick, and so you can watch the second period. You don't have to hear me yammering on about it. So if you want to check me out, you can check me out on X at SB_Lair_OOTBE. That's SB_Lair_OOTBE on X. On YouTube, my YouTube channel is at the Batcave_OOTBSE. For those who don't know, that's Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. That's at the Batcave_OOTBSE. Also, at Out of the Box Sports, at OOTBox Sports on YouTube and X as well. You can check it out there. That has all of our shows. Please subscribe to at OOTBox Sports. Again, my YouTube channel, if you're just looking for my stuff, that's at the Batcave_OOTBSE. If you want to help me out, check out my latest sponsor, W Energy Drinks, www.w.gg. Use the promo code The Batcave. That's all one word, The Batcave, and that's at www.w.gg. Jitterless energy drinks, fantastic stuff. They really are. They have hydration powders, like packets of hydration mix. Really good flavors there. I bought the multi-pack and a shaker a while back. I don't remember the names of the flavors, but very good. All of them were very good. The kids liked them. I liked them. And so now I also have their energy, a tub of their energy drink mix. You can also get it in a can. They have a bunch of different flavors there. The flavor I have is mango orange cream. And it's fantastic. I dig the smell. I dig the taste. And so I did have some of it last night when I was on break at work. And I did tell you what, it did help me through the night. I didn't have so when I used to drink a lot of Monsters when I worked at the steel factory, and I'd always get the I don't want to say the shakes, but like the jitters. I guess the jitters is probably the best term that you can come up with it. But if I'd have a monster or two, I'd get the jitters. But I don't get that at all with Dubby. Like I said, good flavor. They have awesome shakers on there. And it's just a good clean energy drink, and that's what they say it is. They see it's a clean energy drink, no artificial flavors. It's a coffee fruit extract, so it's good stuff. So, all right, and also don't forget, of course, here on Out of the Box Sports, our guy, your guy, everybody's guy, Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. You can reach Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine specializes in motor vehicle accidents, slip and fall, workman's comp, and personal injury claims. He has 3 office locations conveniently located throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. His office in New Jersey is located in Cherry Hill on 3 Greensward Lane. The phone number there is 856-209-5258. he has two offices in Pennsylvania, one in Pittsburgh on 500 Grant Street, Suite 2900. Phone number there is 412-365-8151. And one in Philly, and that's on 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. And the phone number there is 267-888-2980. That's Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. Be sure to let him know that Out of the Box Sports Network sent you, and he will hook you up with a great deal. So, so that's all I have. Like I said, the Kings up 1-0 here after one. Really nice power play goal by Anze Kopitar. Really quick, just about off the face-off. And so yeah, the Kings start out fast. I mentioned it earlier in the show. They haven't been able to do, and no goals in the first period. For how many games? Definitely at least the last 3 games. I can probably go back and look further into it, but definitely the last 3 games. And last I saw, they were up in shots 14-3. I think it might be 14-4 or 15-4 now. On the Winnipeg Jets. So great, very good period by the Kings. Jets couldn't really set up in the offensive zone at all. Pretty good forecheck or pretty good back checking by the Kings there, and not a bad job on the forecheck as well. The Kings will be able to dump it in and do some dirty work around the boards and get that puck back out and get some opportunities there. I feel like we just need to make some better. I don't want to say shot choices. A lot of our shots are from pretty far out. You get more traffic in front of the net, maybe to create more opportunity. Like the goal that Anze Kopitar scored was a shot. I think it was a shot from Adrian Kempe from not fairly deep. But I guess it was probably the top of the face-off circle there. But Kopitar was able to get his a stick on it and deflect it. So you need to get some bodies there in front. You go look for more deflections. You're not going to get many on Connor Hellebuck. So any opportunity, any way you can work it to get more is big. So, and I know Kempe, he had a pretty good scoring opportunity there as well, hitting Connor Hellebuck up there in the left neck shoulder area, wherever his trapezius muscle there, somewhere in that area. Okay, I hit him. Just barely saved it. So some nice opportunities by the Kings. All right. So that's all I have for today. I appreciate everybody for checking the show out. And enjoy the rest of the game. Enjoy Thanksgiving. And if you're out living it up, be careful out there. Don't drive drunk. Don't drink and drive. Get yourself a DD or whatever. Call an Uber. And get home safe. All right. Have a happy Thanksgiving and go Kings go.